Hi there. I'm Leo the Lion, your host for today's Biology Year in Review. Test your knowledge. Are you ready to dive into the world of cells, genetics, and evolution? Let's find out how much you've learned this year. Get comfy, grab a notebook, and let's start. Welcome to Bright Prep, your go-to channel for mastering competitive exams like MBBS, Army entrance tests, all-commission tests, and so much more. At Bright Prep, we understand how challenging exam preparation can be, which is why we're here to make it easier for you. We've got you covered. Ready to ace your exams? Let's get started. Start with a captivating intro showcasing trending topics in biology like CRISPR technology, gene editing, or the discovery of new species. So today we are going to discuss on the following topics and practice and test your knowledge: cell structure and function, genetics and heredity and evolution and biodiversity.
First up, we're diving into the tiny world of cells. Did you know scientists are working on creating artificial cells to mimic real ones? Amazing, right? Let's see if you can answer this. The term cell was first used by A. Robert Brown in 1831, B. Robert Hooke in 1665, C. Robert Hooke in 1831, D. Robert Hooke and Schwann in 1839.
The correct answer is, the term cell was first used by Answer, B. Robert Hooke in 1665.
Cell theory was proposed by A. Robert Hooke and Schleiden, B. Robert Hooke and Schwann, C. Schleiden and Schwann, D. Galileo.
Correct answer is, cell theory was proposed by Answer C. Schleiden and Schwann.
The microscope in which visible light is used as a source of illumination is A. Light microscope, B. X-ray microscope, C. Electron microscope, D. UV ray microscope.
The correct answer of the microscope in which visible light is used as a source of illumination is Answer A. Light microscope.
Which of the following organelles is seen to be in constant motion in living cells? A. Nucleus, B. Ribosome, C. Mitochondria, D. Endoplasmic reticulum.
The correct answer of which of the following organelles is seen to be in constant motion in living cells? Answer C. Mitochondria.
The fluid present in the nucleus is called A. Neoplasm, B. Nucleoplasm, C. Karyoplasm, D. Neolymph.
The correct answer of the fluid present in the nucleus is called Answer B. Nucleoplasm.
The term cell was first used by Answer, B. Robert Hooke in 1665. Explanation. The term cell was first used by Robert Hooke in 1665 when he observed the structure of cork under a microscope. He described the small box-like structures as cells, which reminded him of the small rooms, cells, in a monastery. Cell theory was proposed by Answer, C. Schleiden and Schwann. Explanation. The cell theory was proposed by Matthias Schleiden and Theodor Schwann in the 19th century. Schleiden concluded that all plants are made up of cells, while Schwann extended this idea to animals. Together, they formulated the idea that all living organisms are composed of cells, which is the foundation of modern biology. The microscope in which visible light is used as a source of illumination is Answer A. Light microscope. Explanation. A light microscope uses visible light to illuminate the sample. It is the most commonly used type of microscope in schools and research labs for viewing cells and microorganisms. The other options listed use different types of radiation, e.g. X-rays or electron beams. Which of the following organelles is seen to be in constant motion in living cells? Answer C. Mitochondria. Explanation. Mitochondria are in constant motion within living cells. They move along cytoskeletal fibers to areas of the cell that need energy where they then produce ATP. This motion is crucial for maintaining cell energy levels. The fluid present in the nucleus is called answer B. Nucleoplasm. Explanation. Nucleoplasm, also known as nuclear sap, is the jelly-like fluid that fills the interior of the nucleus. It provides a medium in which the chromatin, DNA, and other components of the nucleus can float. It is essential for maintaining the shape and function of the nucleus.
Now let's soar into the fascinating world of genetics. Did you know that gene editing tools like CRISPR are revolutionizing medicine? Let's test your knowledge with these questions. What is the molecule that carries genetic information in living organisms? A. DNA. B. RNA. C. Protein. D. Carbohydrates. The correct answer of what is the molecule that carries genetic information in living organisms? Answer A. DNA. What is the process by which a cell divides to produce two identical daughter cells? A. Meiosis. B. Mitosis. C. Binary fission. D. Fertilization. The correct answers is, what is the process by which a cell divides to produce two identical daughter cells? Answer B. Mitosis. Which of the following is the basic unit of heredity? A. Gene. B. Chromosome. C. Nucleus. D. Allele. The correct answer of which of the following is the basic unit of heredity? Answer A. Gene. What is the genotype of an organism with a homozygous dominant trait? For example, AA. A, AAB, AAC, AAD, A or A. The correct answer of what is the genotype of an organism with a homozygous dominant trait? For example, AA. Answer AA. Which of the following best describes the inheritance pattern of traits controlled by multiple genes? A. Mendelian inheritance. B. Polygenic inheritance. C. X-linked inheritance. D. Codominance. The correct answer of which of the following best describes the inheritance pattern of traits controlled by multiple genes? Answer B. Polygenic inheritance.
What is the molecule that carries genetic information in living organisms? Answer A. DNA. Explanation. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, is the molecule that contains the genetic blueprint of all living organisms. It carries the instructions needed for the growth, development, and functioning of living organisms. DNA is made up of nucleotides that form genes which are responsible for inherited traits. What is the process by which a cell divides to produce two identical daughter cells? Answer B. Mitosis. Explanation. Mitosis is the process of cell division that results in two genetically identical daughter cells, each with the same number of chromosomes as the parent cell. It is crucial for growth, repair, and asexual reproduction. The stages of mitosis include prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase, followed by cytokinesis. Which of the following is the basic unit of heredity? Answer A. Gene. Explanation. A gene is the basic unit of heredity. It is a segment of DNA that carries the instructions for making proteins, which determine the traits of an organism. Genes are inherited from parents and are passed on to offspring, influencing traits like eye color, height, and susceptibility to diseases. What is the genotype of an organism with a homozygous dominant trait? For example, AAA. Answer A. AA. Explanation. The genotype AA represents a homozygous dominant trait, where both alleles for a particular gene are dominant. If an organism has two identical dominant alleles, AA, it will express the dominant trait. In contrast, AA would be heterozygous, with one dominant and one recessive allele. Which of the following best describes the inheritance pattern of traits controlled by multiple genes? Answer B. Polygenic inheritance. Explanation. Polygenic inheritance refers to the inheritance pattern of traits that are controlled by multiple genes, each contributing to the overall phenotype. Examples of polygenic traits include human height, skin color, and eye color. Unlike Mendelian inheritance, which involves single genes, polygenic inheritance results in a continuous variation of traits.
Time to climb into the world of evolution and biodiversity. Scientists discover thousands of new species every year. How cool is that? Here's your challenge. What is artificial selection? A. Breeding for specific traits. B. Natural adaptation. C. Gene mutations. D. Environmental pressures. The answer of what is artificial selection? Answer A. Breeding for specific traits, which is not a mechanism of evolution. A. Genetic drift. B. Gene flow. C. Random mating. D. Artificial selection. The answer of which is not a mechanism of evolution. Answer C. Random mating. What drives natural selection? A. Mutations. B. Survival of the fittest. C. Random mating. D. Symbiosis. The answer of what drives natural selection? Answer B. Survival of the fittest. What is adaptive radiation? A. Rapid species diversification. B. Similarity between species. C. Population isolation. D. Extinction. The answer of what is adaptive radiation? Answer A. Rapid species diversification. What causes biodiversity loss? A. Natural selection. B. Human activities. C. Overproduction of offspring. D. Genetic drift. The answer of what causes biodiversity loss? Answer B. Human activities.
What is artificial selection? Answer A. Breeding for specific traits. Explanation. Artificial selection, also known as selective breeding, is the process by which humans breed plants or animals for specific characteristics. Unlike natural selection, which occurs due to environmental pressures, artificial selection is directed by human choices to select individuals with desirable traits, such as breeding dogs for specific sizes or plants for better yields, which is not a mechanism of evolution. Answer. C. Random mating. Explanation. Random mating is not considered a mechanism of evolution. Evolutionary mechanisms include genetic drift, gene flow, mutation, and natural selection. Random mating doesn't actively cause changes in allele frequencies in a population, unlike the other mechanisms, which can lead to evolutionary changes over time. What drives natural selection? Answer B. Survival of the fittest. Explanation. Survival of the fittest refers to the idea that individuals with traits best suited to their environment are more likely to survive, reproduce, and pass on those traits to the next generation. This process is the primary driving force behind natural selection, leading to the adaptation of species over time. What is adaptive radiation? Answer. A. Rapid species diversification. Explanation. Adaptive radiation is the process in which a single ancestral species rapidly diversifies into a wide variety of forms to adapt to different environments or ecological niches. This often occurs when a species colonizes a new environment with different available resources. The finches of the Galapagos Islands, for example, are a famous example of adaptive radiation. What causes biodiversity loss? Answer B. Human activities. Explanation. Human activities are the primary cause of biodiversity loss today. Habitat destruction, pollution, climate change, overexploitation of species, and invasive species introduced by human activities have significantly reduced biodiversity. While natural processes like genetic drift and natural selection may also affect biodiversity, human-driven actions have accelerated biodiversity loss. That wraps up today's biology year in review. Test your knowledge. DNA. How did you do? Share your score in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and which questions surprised you the most. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the quiz, and subscribe to Bright Prep for more exciting and educational content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest uploads. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more updates, tips, and resources. Together, let's keep learning and growing. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Good luck with your exam prep. Bright Prep is always here for you,